It's been a minute since I checked on the series. How long has it been? Oh, crap. Well, does anybody even care if this series still exists? Well, I guess it's time to get flamed, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, the series is back. Driver bios. So, it's been like way too long since I've done a video, and you can thank Taz91 for the driver that we're going to get today. I mean, our driver. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, if you guys remember back, like, whenever I did my Day in Creech video, I talked about certain categories of drivers that I did land in either disappointments or wasted talents. One of the disappointments, I've actually retracted the statement now, officially, considering looking through his entire career at this point. Now, who is the driver involved? Well, he is the son of a veteran driver in Monster Jam. It could be a lot of the drivers, like the Andersons or Thomas' stepson, Colin Eichelberger, or even the Winks. But this is another kid that most people from the mid to late 2000s might have heard of, but most of the newer generation of fans probably have not. It's this kid, Deric Evans. Like his last name lists, Deric Evans is the son of Monster Jam veteran, and whether or not you depend on not he's a legend or not, Airman Dan Evans, who really is known well for his freestyling abilities in the Destroyer truck, as well as the reverse move for over a decade before he sold the team in 2012. However, he still drives certain trucks like Team Audibles Firestorm and Blue Thunder throughout his times of driving, even European tours well into the late 2010s. However, his son Deric has a little bit more of an interesting journey through Monster Jam, at least what is documented. So where exactly do we start with Deric Evans? Well, you have to start at Tampa 2006, because that's where his first show happened. And he drive the Spellcaster mod truck in a pretty kind of design looking thing. I don't know, I don't like this, but you know, you have to think, oh, this is the same team that's pretty much a teammate to the Randy Moore's War Wizard. Oh, this is going to be bad. Considering to show my example of why, you have to really show where this team was at, like, in 2006. Considering that T.G. Short would end up driving the Spellcaster truck. Yes, this is the guy who's going to get his own video eventually. And would get injured in Atlanta and would essentially retire from driving afterwards. Randy Moore, meanwhile, well, he knocked himself out, Pontiac. Then, though, Atlanta, taking
a picture of the War Wizard. What an awesome-looking machinist. He comes out strong.
So you can tell what type of dumpster fire we're dealing with here with this team. So, obviously, Deric Evans, well, he'd be running the Spellcaster, and he would lose in round one. And like with the Spellcaster truck curse, it didn't freestyle. And it never did freestyle, no matter who it was behind the wheel. So that was the 2006 season, because there's nothing, again, documented of, like, what was shown, really, that I can find. There probably is something I missed, but whatever. But for 2007, Deric Evans would officially attempt his first full season in Monster Jam. I wouldn't say this would be straight up a rookie season, but I wouldn't say, though, he was really that, well, experienced at all. So the truck he'd be driving is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle for Randy Brown Motorsports. Well, I think I just figured out the reason why he's no longer in Monster Jam. Now, all that joking aside, though, let's go look through his 2007 season. So, at Toronto Show 1, he lost in round 1 again. Actually, in both Toronto shows, he lost in round 1. In Show 2 Freestyle, he finished 8th out of a 10-truck field, I believe, and got a score of 17. Now, Show 1, that's a different story. He would go around and hit a few obstacles, including the bus stack, before going up the wrong way of the giant dirt mound that was set at Toronto. The score for that would be a 31 and a freestyle win. Hold on a second. This doesn't seem right. Well, it wasn't right because there was about 4 other runs that were better. And I could probably honestly list them, but it's too much waste time in video, so you already know what it is, since I was literally doing on-air shows literally on my YouTube channel. But, yeah, a 31, considering that the real winner was Chad Fortune and Superman. Eric is spinning in his basement right now. Yeah, there's top 5 undeserved wins in history. No offense to Deric Evans, but that was like not a freestyle winning run. Then again, I guess that's just some type of way to get your first win. Anyways, now this guy's first victory in Monster Jam. Where does he head to next? Well, that would be Orlando. You lose in round 1, and we score a 21 in freestyle. It's not the worst thing until you realize you finished 7th out of 12 trucks. When then again, 2 of them broke. So it's 10. So that didn't look very well. Then he heads to Miami about 3 weeks later. And he actually would win a racing. Because at this point in his career, he would have a record of an 0-4 in racing. This would end up getting him 1-4. But then he would lose in round 2 of racing and get that record to 1-5. Not ideal. And then in freestyle, he got 7th with a score of 18. Again, trucks did break, so it looks slightly worse on paper. So up to this point during his stadium career, he has 1 win in stadiums. And in arenas, he hadn't won anything yet. However, some must have happened around his turn, because there was a turn in his career where when he went to Baltimore, he got his first racing victory, which was a bit of a shock during that entire weekend. Then the next week in Mississippi, I'm not saying the name of the city because that's like tongue twister too much, he would end up actually winning the donut competitions either. And then they went to Saginaw, and he would win 2 wheelie events and even a racing event. So toward the end of the year, Deric Evans improved very well and actually ran very well in the arenas. And his victory in Toronto 2007 freestyle, whether or not which was not deserved, I'm looking good overall and for another season, except that didn't happen. Now, why it didn't happen are unknown, but he would never really run full-time in Monster Jam again. In 2009, in Hidalgo, Texas, he would be on a replacement run for Lupe Sosa and El Toro Loco on the Sunday shows, and he'd actually win a donut competition in the Sunday show. In 2010, he competed in his dad's truck in Grand Rapids. Apparently, again, I don't know what shows he ran since it's all under the same name of Dan Evans, whether or not it was actually Deric who ran what shows, but the Destroyer truck ended up getting 2 racing wins and a wheelie win. Now, whether or not Deric actually drove any of those, you can figure that out yourself. I know someone who probably might be able to figure it out, but yeah, I'm not like that to ask. Then again, I am who I am. But basically, after 2010, he never drove in Monster Jam again. Now, why was this? Well, there could be a few reasons of why this didn't really work out, per se. Mainly, I guess, maybe because the desire wasn't there to drive. But really, if you want to go for a true reason, at least what seems, for my opinion, at least the most legitimate reason, Randy Brown. This is something I've noticed as well through a lot, and this is not just with Deric Evans, but almost everyone who's driven for that team from 2007 to 2014 has not ran well, or if they have ran well, they've only ran for 1 season. Deric Evans and Nathan Wink, since Nathan Wink would leave the team after 2008, or rather would retire. And in 2009, Chris Baker got screwed over after 2 seasons to go on to become one of the more obscure El Toro Loco drivers. And out of all of those drivers, Joey Parnell has been probably the worst of the drivers going for the Gravedigger team. I mean, I consider him as one of the bigger busts in Monster Jam. But looking at overall, Deric Evans could have fallen victim to the Randy Brown Motorsports curse of running in that seat. Is it legit? I don't know. But that could be also a video I make as well. Now, what is Deric Evans doing? Hold on. Let me look real quick. Nothing. There is nothing out there that I at least have been able to find. And search all well, but whenever you pretty much search up his name, It's not really a common name that comes up, but really, though, the whereabouts are about as unknown as, well, basically anywhere. So, that's what we're going to do with my video for Deric Evans. I know this probably was crapshoot, like all the videos in this entire series, but hey, at least I'm doing this series still, and I still somewhat care about this. It will probably be an editing nightmare, like a lot of my crap, but yeah, that's gonna do it. So yeah, this is my Ocean Fan 10. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you on next.